Welcome to Real Estate Real Connections. I'm Julie Miller, connecting you with all things real estate. Today I have Paige and Brandon Corbalis joining us from Brick Built Real Estate. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So I wanted to bring you guys on and kind of talk about what's happened in your lives the last few years as you've entered into and kind of taken over the real estate industry. So why don't you tell us a little bit about how you got started?
So I was a stay-at-home mom and I decided to get a side gig. And so I got into real estate. It kind of blew up. So my side gig became a full-time job at that point.
And what year was that?
2018.
2018, okay.
Yeah.
So it's been several years now. And then Brandon joined you.
I did. I was actually in the automotive industry for about 15 years prior.
Wow.
And then I jumped into real estate with my wife because I saw how successful she was doing and I needed more time with my family.
That's awesome. So that's quite a shift for you from automotive into real estate. Yeah.
Big
so
time.
Probably a little bit of an adjustment period there, but you guys have had huge success in the last several years. And you started with another brokerage and then opened Brick Built. When was that?
We opened Brick Built in 2022.
Okay. And you've built a very successful and huge team.
Yes. So we had 5 agents at our previous brokerage that we ended up taking over, and they came to Brick Built, and now we have 17 agents.
17, wow. And you do have some rock stars on that team that we have the pleasure of working with all of you, and we appreciate that. Now, you said you were a stay-at-home mom, so you have kiddos at home. So tell us a little bit about your family life.
Sure. So we actually have 3 kids together. Our oldest is 14, soon to be 15, freshman at Penn High School. And then we have 2 in North Point. They are 10 and 7 in 4th grade and 1st grade.
Wonderful. That is a lot of schedules to be juggling, along with showings and closings and all that stuff that goes along in the real estate biz. That's awesome. And your kids are super supportive of mom and dad, probably your biggest cheerleaders.
They are. I think that's been the easiest part of juggling all of that, is having their support. And it's kind of just became a whole family business for us.
That's wonderful. So you think you have a few agents that you're grooming there?
Oh, for sure. Most definitely.
Wonderful. So I guess if you could choose your ideal client, or I guess maybe a better question is, what do you typically find yourself, what kind of clients do you typically find yourself working with? Now, it's probably evolved over time, but.
Yeah. So when we first started, I specialize in first-time home buyers. I felt like there was a void in the education to first-time home buyers, so that's kind of what I focused on. But as I've gotten older, my clientele has become more first-time home sellers, which is also a void, I feel like, in some education. So it's great to be a part of that.
Wonderful. So do you have any tips for anyone getting ready to jump into the real estate market? Maybe they're looking at buying their first home or selling their first home. What kind of advice would you give to them?
I'd say contact me.
Yeah.
First and foremost, and then I can absolutely help guide you from there.
Wonderful.
I think doing your research and making sure that you find an agent that best fits you and works the way that you work, I think that's important. I call it the home buying soulmate.
Oh, I love that. Now, Paige, you have started doing something in the last year on your social media, which I really love, and I watch all the time, by the way, called the Real Estate Rundown. Can you kind of give us a little bit of an idea of what that is?
Yeah, so the Real Estate Rundown is a weekly video series in 2024 that talks about all things real estate. So tips for first-time home buyers, breaking down what some of the lingo means in real estate, because it gets pretty easy to continue to talk in that lingo. Also, how to sell your first house or become a first-time home buyer, things like that.
Wonderful. It's such great information to have. So if somebody wanted to reach out and find you, how could they find you on social media, or how could they contact you to work with you?
Yeah, so you can find both of us on social media, or it's just our names, Paige, Brandon Corbalis, on Instagram and on Facebook. And then, Google search, you can find my phone number, call me anytime.
Thank you for watching Real Estate Real Connections. This episode has been brought to you by Metropolitan Title, Indiana's #1 title insurance team.